Hi minasan! Hajimemashou! Okay, I'm trying this video recording again because the last time I did this, it didn't seem to sync up well with the audio, so I'm going to repeat the last lesson. Hopefully it'll work better this time. We are starting Yonka on page 115, and hopefully you'll take a look at that and see some of the things that you will be able to do, can do, before this lesson is over. At least before this chapter is over. On page 116 peiji, you can find there are some new kanji there. We've actually learned these in class before, but take a look at them, make sure you're familiar with them, practice drawing them each at least one time now. And throughout these videos, I'm going to ask you to pause your video, and then you can go ahead and do your practice in your bell ringer notebook. The bell ringer notebook is a way for you to kind of collect all of your work and to do some kinesthetic writing, which will actually help you learn Japanese quicker, and kind of see what you've been doing and prepare for your quizzes. So go ahead and pause this video now and go find your bell ringer notebook or some kind of pad of paper that you can keep your notes at a regular place each time we do these lessons, preferably your bell ringer notebook. Pause this video now and I'll wait for you. Okay, welcome back. I'm sure you have something to write on by now. So you practiced each of those kanji, and if you didn't, you can pause it now and do that now. On the right page, on 117 peiji, it has the kaiwa. But before we do the kaiwa, the meet, the kai, and the wa to speak, the kaiwa, let's go ahead and look at the new tango, introduce these vocabulary tango, and then we'll do the bunpo, the grammar of the bunpo, so that we can make better sense of the kaiwa. Okay, on page 118 peiji, at the very top they've got the sentence pattern, the bunkei at the top there. And it's basically person wa, a place de, at a place, and then a language o, and then the verb to speak hanashimasu. The verb to speak hanashimasu is, I think we've introduced it before, but it means to speak, hanashimasu. If you look the vocabulary tango ichiban, it gives you hanashimasu in the mas form. And then in the parentheses below that, or the brackets I should say, they've got the dictionary form. Now what is the dictionary form? This actually is helpful if I bring up this hiragana chart to remind you again when we were doing our hiragana. All verbs, as we learned, in the dictionary form, they all end in this purple row here. U, ku or gu, su or zu, tsu, zu, nu, fu, bu. For example, to meet, u. And then to make the mas form, u becomes imas. To go, iku, the dictionary form. In mas form is ikimasu. To speak, hanasu. What is the mas form? Hanashimasu. To stand, tatsu. How would you say mas form? Tatsu. Tachimasu. Hai. Shinu. Shinimasu. To play asobu, that's fu with quotes, becomes asobimasu. Awesome. We'll learn more about the mas form and dictionary form a little bit in this lesson. But let's take a look now at vocabulary tango ichiban, to speak. Hanashimasu. The dictionary form is hanasu. Hanashimasu. Number 2, niban. Japanese language, nihongo. We've learned this quite a lot already. We've already used it. For example, when we said nihongo dake, only in Japanese, nihongo dake. So, nihongo, go means language. In fact, previously we learned a bunch of other countries when we're talking about people. Somebody is from, on page 102. We learned Japan is Nihon. We learned America is America. We learned China is Chugoku. And you just add jin after that to make it a Chinese person, a Japanese person. So Nihon is Japan. Nihon jin is a Japanese person. America is American. Or America, America jin, American person. We also learned number 7. Nobody asks, Nani jin, what country are you? Or literally, what person are you? They ask, do you remember the phrase for where are you from? Where did you come from? You could check your bell ringer. Pause it if you want to look it up. Where? Doko. Where from? Doko kara. Where did you come from? Doko kara. Kimashita is come in past tense. Make it question. Ka. Doko kara kimashita ka. Where did you come from? So instead of saying jin after each country, like America jin, we're going to use go. Now, you don't speak American language. I speak American. America, go. You would actually say English, which is a go, we've previously learned. But for Spain, Spain Jin is a Spanish person. How would you say Spanish language? Spain go. Awesome. So let's go through these vocabulary. Ichiwan, again, repeat after me. Hanashimasu. Hanashimasu. I speak. Do you speak? Hanashimasu ka. Not speak? Hanashimasen. Okay, number 2, Niban, Japanese, Nihongo. You can practice saying it out loud, even though it seems a little silly. Imagine we're still in the class. Or you can do this in a location where nobody can hear you, see you easily, and say Nihongo. Let's see, English, eigo is number 3. Sanban, eigo. Number 4, yonban is uchi. Now, we learned there's another way to say house or home. It sounds like no. Iye is no. House or home is iye. Iye. Another way for house is uchi. Home and house, we got 2 words in English, home or house. They've got uchi or iye in Japanese. Goban, number 5. I think this one's kind of sounds like an Italian accent person. Person speaks with an Italian accent. It's tomodachi. And I always joke, izumaya tomodachi. Izumaya tomodachi, my good tomodachi. My friend. Okay, so we've got Rokuban. Rokuban is China plus language go. Chugoku, we previously learned, is middle country. Chugoku, go. Nanaban. Kankoku is Korea. Kankoku go is Korean language. Kankoku jin would be a Korean person. So number hachiban, we learned that Spain is Spain, and Spain jin, Spanish person. How would you say Spanish language? Spain go. Right? French, France go. Number 10, juban. Arabic is, they say, Arabian language. Arabia go. Number 11, Ju Ichiban, Thai language is Thai go. What language? Nani go. What language you speak? Nani go o. Speak hanashimasu. Make it a question ka. Nani go hanashimasu ka. Okay, number 13, this is particle de. It means at a location. We previously, I think we might have learned, ni means in. Like, the teacher is in the room or in school. Gakko ni imasu, the teacher is. There is a pencil in, in my house. So uchi ni. But if you're going to say a location for an action, like I was eating at the cafeteria, then you're going to use particle de. So cafeteria de. I was playing basketball at school, then it's gakko de, at school. I was speaking at home, uchi de, I was speaking. Number 14, yoku, means well or often. And you kind of have to use the context to figure out, are they saying you speak Japanese well or you speak it often, depending on the context. Sometimes it's easy to tell, like, I eat hamburgers often. You're not going to say, I eat hamburgers well. Yoku, well, I eat hamburgers. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that well. Maybe it is, I don't know. But then you would say, I often eat hamburgers. Hamburger yoku tabemasu. Hamburger yoku tabemasu. Okay, for number 15 and 16, these two are both kind of interchangeable. You can kind of choose to use either 15 or 16, but number 15 is more often used in writing, and number 16 is more often used when you're talking and speaking. I'd say number 15 is a little bit more formal. Number 15 is skoshi. I speak it a bit. Skoshi hanashimasu. Number 16, I speak it a little or a tad. Chotto hanashimasu. A bit. So you can use either one, but again, usually when you're writing, I say skoshi, and when you're speaking, chotto, but you can use either one. There are a few additional ones on page 119 peiji and 119. Doitsu, we learned, was Germany. Doitsu jin would be a German person. Doitsu go is a German language, the German language. And then there's Portuguese, which is Portugalu go, Portuguese language. Latin language, Latin go. Do you know any Latin words? Carpe diem, seize the day. Julius Caesar's last words, et tu, Brute, and you too, Brutus. And then Brutus stabbed him just like the rest of his so-called friends. Bunch of posers, right? Anyway, Russian language is Roshia go. Not Russian, but Roshia, and then go. There's a language in context here on page Hyakuku. It says listen, speak, or listen, read, listen, speak. Read these sentences in Nihongo. Say what languages you speak. I'm not going to say these out loud. I'd like you to sound them out to yourself. Pause. Okay, now I'll go ahead and read them. Under the first shashin, you got that kazoku there, the family. Looks like they're talking to their oba-san, I believe. Not oba-san, but oba-san, grandmother. And it says, uchi de chugoku go o hanashimasu. We speak what language? Chinese. At where? Uchi de, at home. And the next one, we've got those two onnanoko, those two girls, and they're saying, or onnanokito, women, they're saying, kochira wa, as for this person. Remember that kore wa is as for this thing. Kochira wa, a nicer way to say as for this person. Tomodachi no, friends. And then it says, Midori-san desu. It's, this is the friend, my friend Michiko. Or, I'm sorry, Midori-san. It's Miss Midori. Okay, the first bunpo. If you need to take a break, pause this video now, and then when you're ready, you can take a look at page 119, number 119. First bunpo, A, is particles, direct object particle wo. And we learned previously, particle wo doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. It's just the glue to tie together a noun, an action noun, with an action verb, and it glues them together, just like we might say pick up the book or pick up a book. It doesn't. It's the same words if you say pick up book, pick up, look at book, but it sounds nice to say look at the book, pick up a book. It sounds more glued together. So particle wo glues them together. And particle o is also sometimes called the object marker, object particle. It says the particle immediately follows the direct object, whether the direct object is a language or a book or a food, and it connects it to the verb, which follows that at the very end of the sentence. They've got mitsu, 3 bun sentences for us to look at here. Ichiban, read along with me Nihongo. It says, my mother speaks Japanese. It's kind of funny how it says ha wa. It looks like ha 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 where they've written it. Ha wa Nihongo hanashimasu. As for my mom, haha, she yoku. Does yoku mean well or often? It can mean both, but in this case, probably means well. She speaks Japanese well. Niban, number 2, I do not speak Chinese. Watashi wa chugoku go o. Now, if we said hanashimasu, that would mean speak it. How would we make hanashimasu negative? Hanashimasen. Sanban, excuse me, can you please give me some paper? Sumimasen, excuse me, pardon me. Kami o kudasai, please give me kami. Remember, please give me candy. Ame o kudasai, please give me. If you want to say give me 1 sheet of kami, we learned the counter for counting sheets of kami was mai. You'd say kami ichi mai, 2 sheets. Kami ni mai o kudasai. Okay, on the next page, they've got location particle de. This is the other particle we're learning this week. Particle de is used after a place. It's a place marker. It tells you where an action takes place. Place de, and then you say an action verb. The particle de immediately follows the place word where the action of the sentence occurs. And they've got futatsu bun, 2 sentences for us to read. It says, I speak Japanese at home. Remember how to say home? Uchi, or ie. Uchi de, at home. Ie de, at house. Watashi wa uchi de Nihongo o hanashimasu. I speak it at home. 2番 Boku wa, talking macho style, boku wa, anybody can say watashi wa. How do ladies sometimes say femininely, oh, as for myself? Atashi wa, but in this case it's boku wa. Gakko de, at school. Eigo o hanashimasu. I speak English at school. All right, here's a chance for you to read and write. If you've got your bell ringer noto, you can choose to either write particle de or o in those parentheses, each of these. So they're numbered 1 to 5. So you can number 1 through 5 and pause this video now and then see if you can fill them in. And after you're done pausing it, I'll go ahead and we'll go over the answers. But don't skip the practice. How are you going to get better at riding a bike or doing a sport if you don't practice it? Just watching somebody do it doesn't really help you. You have to be active learners. That will help you be masters of Nihongo. All right, pause this video now. Okay, continuing on. The sentence is Sensei wa, as for teacher, Nihongo blank hanashimasu. What particle would glue the word Nihongo and speak hanashimasu together? particle を。先生は日本語を話します。Second sentence. 私はうち blank, and that's number 2, うち blank. 英語 blank, that was number 3, 話します. So you have to choose 2 particles. So for number 2番、私はうちで particle で is at home, うちで英語 blank 話します。英語を number 3番 is 英語を話します。The last sentence has yon and go. So let's find out. It says 私は学校 blank, 日本語 blank 話します。So particle for number 4, particle that glues together 学校 at the place is 学校で at school. 学校で is 4番. And then for 日本語 blank 話します speak Japanese 日本語を話します. All right, congratulations. I hope you got those correct. If not, go back and check to make sure you understand the particles. Now we've got bunpo B, adverbs. There are 3 adverbs. So you say mitsu as well. Mitsu adverbs this week. Yoku, which means well or often, in the context of the sentence or the shitsumon that they ask, kind of gives you can guess which it is, well or often. Skoshi, a little. Chotto, a bit, tad. And it says adverbs describe verbs. An adverb describes a verb. How do you speak it? Yoku, well. It's well that I speak it, yoku. How do you speak it? Chotto, a bit. It's a bit that I speak it. Adverbs describe verbs. In Japanese sentences, adverbs generally come somewhere after the topic of the sentence and before the verb. The verbs go at the end. Usually the adverb goes right before the verb just to describe that verb, okay? Now, by the way, remember we talked about Japanese sentences. Sometimes you can move word orders around, like every day after school with my friends, I eat hamburgers, or with my friends every day after school, I eat hamburgers, or I eat hamburgers every day after school with my friends. And it can usually mean the same thing. The only big important part is the subject, the person, I, you, we, he, she, they, the teacher. That goes at the very beginning of the sentence, and the verb is at the very end. And all the stuff in the middle can be moved around. There are some preferences. Time tends to go closer to the beginning, and maybe add a location, and then you describe the verb, and then the verb, or a noun, and then the verb. The food, oh, eat it. The drink, oh, drink it. That would go towards the end. So let's look at, we've got mitsu sentences, mitsu-bun, for us to review. Sentence 1. My grandmother speaks Japanese well. おばあさんは日本語をよく話します. My grandmother speaks Japanese よく well. It could mean often. She often speaks it. But when you're talking about a language, usually, in this case, it's do you speak French? Not very well. Well, that kind of stuff. I guess it kind of makes sense that if you speak it well, you probably also speak it often to speak it well. Okay, so 2番, my older sister speaks a little Spanish. Now, remember we're learning sister, your older sister, she's a pain in the what? Ne. So you put the 2 together, ne. Your older brother is a pain in the ni, ni. So let's go ahead and say this. As the older sister comes first, ane wa skoshi. You could also say a bit, chotto. Skoshi. Spaingo o hanashimasu. She speaks it a bit. 3番, I can see well. Yoku, well, miemasu. I can see well. Now, we learned miemasu. Miemasu is to see. Miemasu is a can-do form. Look earlier in the book, and you can see, like, we can see the board. Can you hear? Kikoemasu. I can hear well. It was an earlier lesson, maybe around 30 or 40, page 30 or 40. All right. On the right page, Uniki page, we've got mitsu-bun, 3 sentences. It says, choose the correct adverb from the options in the parentheses based on the context. So you kind of have to guess, is it a language that is well or often spoken? Is it, well or often? So, and this is a little bit of a guesswork, but I'll pause and you can make a guess now. Okay, I hope you wrote some answers in your bell ringer. It says, sensei wa, as for teacher, nihongo wo, Japanese, is it yoku or skoshi hanashimasu? Now, if it was your Japanese sensei, I would say yoku hanashimasu. They, I would hope, speak it decently enough to say speak well if they're going to teach that nihongo. If they're an eigo sensei, an English teacher, they probably don't speak it at all. If they do, you'd probably say skoshi. Just a little bit they speak it. 2番. As for myself, Japanese, 私は日本語を do you yoku well speak it or ちょっと speak it? Now, since you guys are ichinensei, you would probably say, I speak it a bit. You're just beginners, really. After you've taken ichinensei, you become a ninensei, you'll know twice as much. And then if you take it for yonnenkan, you would definitely be able to say that you yoku haneshimasu, you speak it well. If now you told a Japanese person you spoke at yoku, they might start speaking to you pera, and you would be like, whoa, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know those words. And they say, I thought you said you yoku haneshimashita. Oh, no. Chotto, a bit. That way you won't be overwhelmed. And they'll also know they can speak more slowly for you and use a little easier words, or at least be more patient with you while they're speaking Nihongo to you if you say chotto. Otherwise, they're going to start speaking quickly. Okay, so again, I would use chotto, haneshimasu. For 3番, 私は英語をよく or skoshi haneshimasu. Well, since you're taking classes in eigo, in English at North Central Kooko, I would probably say you speak it well, English. Otherwise, it would be hard for you to take math and science class, correct? So, 私は英語をよく well haneshimasu. You speak it. Okay, last one, C. Sentence structure, this is bunpo C. Sentence connector, demo. Demo is used to connect two sentences together. It means it means however or but. We learned another way to say, well, actually we didn't yet. So sentence ichi, and then you say second sentence demo. Like, I like basketball, demo, I'm not good at it. I love sushi, demo, I don't get a chance to eat it very often. Okay, so in English, we usually don't start a sentence with but. My English teacher, my Eigo no sensei, she used to say, don't start a sentence with but. Well, guess what? That's what you're going to do exactly here every time when you're using demo. So take a look at sentence example ichi. Under C, it says, this is mine, but, or however, that one is yours. これは, as for this one, これはwatashi no desu. This is mine. Demo, but. それは, but that one, それは, and then you'd say it's yours, and then say anata no desu. Now, anata I usually avoid. It means dearie, sweetie, honey. If you use particle no after it, it's a little better. Anata no is not as odd. Anata no. But if you're talking about your teacher, you'd always say sensei no. Even better than anata no is using their namai. So if you know their namai is Emi, you'd say Emi-san no. So that one is Emi's, is それは Emi-san no desu, is much better than anata no desu. All right, 2番, talking about your mother, and again, it's kind of funny here. It says ha ha ha, which in this case is pronounced ha ha wa. Nihongo o hanashimasu. My mom speaks Nihongo. Second sentence, demo, but chichi wa hanashimasen, but my dad doesn't speak it. So here's your chance to pause and do the reading. Choose the correct conjunction from the options in the parenthesis. So each one of these, there's a parenthesis. You have to choose either soshite or demo. Now, a little hint. Soshite connects two sentences with and. We learned two ways to say and. One was like and eyes, and ears, and mouth, and is to, me, to, mimi, to, kuchi, to, hana, and eyes, and ears, and mouth, and nose. Those are for nouns. But when you're connecting two sentences, you don't use to, you use soshite. Soshite means and additionally, furthermore. So decide if it's going to be by context, but or additionally, soshite. Pause and make a guess of each of these three. Okay, welcome back. Ichiban says, 私は日本語をよく, as for myself, Japanese well, and hanashimasen is not spoken. So I don't speak Japanese well. And you have to choose, is it soshite or demo, but, or furthermore, English I speak. I would say that in this case, I would contrast it with demo. Demo, eigo yoku hanashimasu. But I speak English well. 2番, he's my tomodachi, my friend. Tomodachi wa chugoku jin desu. My friend is a Chinese person. Do you use soshite or demo? Chugoku go yoku hanashimasu. Either and they speak Chinese well, or furthermore they speak Chinese well. I would use soshite, furthermore. 3番、Yumi-san wa asked for Miss Yumi. 16 sai desu. Miss Yumi is 16. Would you say, furthermore, soshite, or but demo, I am also 16? I would go with soshite, soshite, and furthermore, I am also 16. Okay, 次のページ. D, if I can do this backwards for you. Good, D. Bunpo D, answering yes or no shitsumon without des. When a shitsumon ends with a verb, the kotai, the answer, should also be answered with the same verb, okay? So des and so de wa arimasen, that's so and that's not so, kind of impolite. If somebody says, do you speak Japanese, to say so des, yeah, that's so. That's a little ruder than saying, well, yeah, I speak Japanese. So the verb question, the example here is Nihongo o hanashimasu ka? Do you speak Japanese? You can take the entire sentence and you can just say yes or no in front of it and say Hai, Nihongo o hanashimasu. Or you can shorten and say Hai, as they've done here. Hai, hanashimasu. Yes, I speak it. You know, you don't have to say the word Japanese. If you want to make it negative, of course, you're going to say iie, and then you're going to say speak it, but negative form of that. Now, hanashimasu changes to what in negative? Hanashimasen. Iie hanashimasen. No, I don't. Okay, here's your chance. It says read, choose a correct response to each shitsumon from the options in the parentheses. You can pause this video now and then give it your practice in your bell ring, and then we'll go over this together. Pause now. Okay. 1番、日本語を話しますか? Do you speak Japanese? はい。Either 話します or そうです。話します is better. タイ語, the Thai language, を話しますか? Do you speak it? No, I don't speak it. いいえ。話しません is better. If you say そうではありません, that would be that's not so. That would be understandable, but it's not as polite as to use the actual verbs. And now it is time for Bunka Noto! Hey, all right. On 122 page, Bunka Note, speaking respectfully. As we learned, Nihonjin really appreciate if you can speak humbly about yourself, your things, and even your own family, your kazoku, and polite and honorific about somebody else's things, their mono, and their gokazoku. And then they will really want to be your tomodachi quickly, or at least more quickly, because they feel you're a person of quality character. Somebody who can be humble is really valued in Nihongo, or at least in Nihon in Japan. All right, so it says the mas form is a formal usage of verbs. It's safe and respectful to use with any Nihonjin, any Japanese person. Demo, remember that? However, demo, among close relatives or tomodachi, the plain forms are used instead of mas forms. That's the dictionary form. If you look up to speak in the dictionary form in your dictionary, it'll say hanasu, not hanashimasu, which is the more polite form. Plain forms are not used with sensei or older non-family, non-kazoku members or strangers, as it would be considered rude, all right? Correct usage of plain dictionary forms and polite mas forms is important, and it demonstrates politeness and respect. Which form should you use to address each of the following people, the following hito? Explain. How about with your best friend, your best tomodachi? You could probably use dictionary form. So instead of hanashimasu, you can say hanasu. You're going to eat that? Instead of tabemasu ka, you can say taberu. You going to eat that? Are you going? Instead of ikimasu ka, iku. Are you going? That's casual, though. You'll hear that in anime all the time. How about your math sensei? I wouldn't use the plain form. I'd use mas form. Are you going to eat that? Tabemasu ka? Are you going? Ikimasu ka? How about an older neighbor? I'd use more formal. A parent? If you're talking to your ryoshin, I'd probably speak more formally. They're older than you, give them some respect. How about a server in a restaurant? Okay, fine. They're serving you, but you want to be polite to people you don't know very well, okay? So I'd use mas form just to be a little more formal and polite to somebody you don't know well. Language note, the mas form of verbs in the dictionary form. It says, in this text, you'll see another verb form in the bracket. You see those brackets? There's a dictionary form, mas form, and then a little bracket underneath that. That's always there, so you can at least start to be familiar with dictionary form, which you'll hear in anime. It's good to learn both, but mostly we're going to use the mas form. All All right, it says this is called the dictionary form since it is a form used to look up verbs in the Japanese dictionary. The dictionary form is also called the imperfect affirmative plain form. That's kind of a long, okay, an easier way to call it is short form. Dictionary form is the way I usually refer to it. Short form can also mean it's the negative short form. It's the past tense short form. It's a casual way to say things. Dictionary form is the affirmative short way to refer to that. But you can just say dictionary form for now. Using plain forms does not change the meaning of the sentence, but it is less formal. So in the dictionary form, if you say iku, you going, it's the same as ikimasu ka, but it's definitely rude to use to somebody older than you. So the meaning, even though it's basically the same, the politeness level is not. So, all right, there's a communicative activity for you on page 123 peiji. Pair work. Now, we can't do pair work, but you can still imagine you're talking to somebody, and you can fill this out and just, imagine one of your tomodachi, how they might answer, or you can ask these to a sibling, and they would give you, you could ask them English, and then you translate it and write it in Nihongo. Spend a few minutes to do that, especially with B, the read/write. We read the passage below and answer the shitsumon. Write your answers in Nihongo and using complete sentences. That will give you the practice you're going to need to do well on the shiken, the quizzes that we're going to have on Mokuyobi on Thursday. So videos on Tuesdays, and then some practice on Wednesdays, and maybe some links, and then the shiken on Thursdays. Mondays, Getsuyobi, and Fridays, Kinyobi, are going to be reserved for your extra practicing and sensei to prepare these online lessons for you, okay? You can pause this lesson now, and we are at about 31 minutes, which is a pretty long time, so you've worked hard. Otsukare-sama deshita. And if you would like to pause it, and then when you're ready, at about 32 minutes, you can resume the video, and I'm going to go ahead and do the kaiwa for you. I'm going to give you a chance to pause it, or you can continue. If you're ready, just turn to page 117 peiji. Okay, on 117 peiji, it's the kaiwa. Kai to meet and wa to speak. Kaiwa, the dialogue. What language do you speak? So it says, what language does Ken's mother speak? Think about it when you listen for it. Does Ken speak the language at home? Those are what they're going to discuss. So Emi-san, she is the first one to talk, and I'll try to imitate her voice. And I'll do it once slow and explain it, and then once more quickly. She says, Otou-san to, father, and we're using to connect a noun and a noun. Otou-san to, oka-san wa, ask for your father and your mother. Nihongo o, Japanese particle connects those to speak. Hanashimasu, make it a question ka. Otou-san to oka-san wa Nihongo o hanashimasu ka? And he answers, Chichi wa, my dad, Chichi wa Nihongo o hanashimasen, doesn't speak it. Demo, but Haha wa Nihongo o yoku, Japanese yoku. Do you remember what that yoku is? Well or often. We're going to assume it means well. Yoku hanashimasu. She speaks it well. She answers in the asks, again in the next box. Ken-san wa uchi de. Remember location de. Uchi home de at. Uchi de Nihongo hanashimasu ka? Do you speak Japanese at home? And he answers, yeah, nope. All right, I'll read it one more time, and you can just listen without reading, see if you can understand. What language does Ken's mother speak, and does Ken speak the language at home? Otou-san to oka-san wa Nihongo o hanashimasu ka? Chichi wa Nihongo o hanashimasen. Demo, haha wa Nihongo o yoku hanashimasu. Ken-san wa uchi de Nihongo o hanashimasu ka? Yeah. All right, congratulations for finishing this lesson. You are probably going to want to make sure that you take the shiken on Mokuyobi. I'll try to have some links on a regular basis for you on Suyobi as well, so you can get some more practice and hear some other things. Some of them will be really fun, I hope. But always make sure that you are doing these on every Tuesday, check Wednesday, and then quit shiken on Mokuyobi. If I don't get these on a regular basis, I can't grade you, and I need to give you a grade. I don't want to give zeros, but I'm going to have to do that if you don't do these on a regular basis. So do your best. Ganbatte kudasai. And everybody take care of yourself. Kiyotsukete kudasai, minasan. Take care. Minasan, hai, sayonara.